Yep, we are on advanced, that's good. I might regret that. Speak with Martok. He must be getting old now.
Ah, you have arrived. Good. Perhaps you can succeed where I have not.
I appreciate the vote of confidence. What's the problem you can't handle, Martok?
The problem is that we cannot decide on our next move. Getting a spy, a warrior, a politician, and a general to agree on anything is a difficult challenge. When all those people are Klingons, it becomes a challenge worthy of Kahless himself.
Seeing as I'm not Kahless, what do you suggest I do?
Speak with the others, see what they have in mind. Your fresh perspective may find a path forward, if such a thing exists.
Very well, I'll speak to the others and seek their counsel. Well, so far so good. At least my character isn't just saying continue all the time. Hang on, we'll speak with them in order. Lorel first.
The others believe we should curry favor with the strongest houses that stand against Jimpok. It is not a position I agree with.
Why not?
The strong houses will resent any aid from us. They will take it as an offense, a question of their honor and their prowess as warriors. Smaller houses in need will be more pragmatic. They will accept our aid and become loyal allies when called upon.
Yes, build ourselves up with the smaller houses until we become strong enough to intimidate the big ones into helping.
I believe we should prove our strength by helping those who need it most. In doing so, we will earn respect from the stronger houses, rather than resentment.
Ah, your wisdom is appreciated, you strong, proud female. I bet you're a lesbian too. Adeptus next. Alright, witch.
I have received word that systems controlled by House Korath are being attacked by forces loyal to Jimpok. They are being punished for their refusal to bend the knee.
As are many, Jimpok seeks vengeance on any who dare to defy his will.
Our intel suggests that Akar's virus has been used to render their starships defenseless in several battles. I believe we can forge an alliance with them by providing the countermeasures to the virus. This will give their forces a chance to fight as warriors rather than die without honor in the cold darkness of space.
Agreed, your plan is worth consideration. Let's build a firewall. How's the audio? Is it okay for playing episode?
My mind often returns to the disaster at Kuvat. Though it was Akar who gave the order to fire on the planet, it happened on my ship. I want to remove the dishonor of that treacherous attack on the world of my mother's birth.
How do you propose to do that?
There are reports of new mycelial rifts opening in the Kuvat system. Corrupted Alachi have launched several attacks in retaliation for previous attacks of aggression against them. It seems another one of my sins has returned to haunt me. I would go to Kuvat and aid their forces against the Alachi.
Working to undo the damage done will be noticed and appreciated. So Alachi to fight. And I think this bridge is the new bridge you get for free. The redesigned Klingon default bridge. new set. Looks pretty, much more elegant for Klingons than, and less aggressive, kind of. Like a more advanced version of the Klingon bridge.
You see, I think that's why we have yet to agree on a plan. Each of us has a bold, challenging goal in mind.
Indeed, what are your ideas, General? Because you don't really need me, I'm just listening at the moment, instead of interacting.
I propose that we go to Kronos and put a batleth into Jim Pock's skull. After issuing a formal challenge for the right to lead, of course.
Nice.
As glorious as that would be, it was decided the level of security surrounding the Emperor would be more than even we could handle. That, and the matter of his dishonorable solution to the last fight we had over the Chancellor's seat. Ah!
Of all the plans we've heard so far, I believe L'Oreal's should be considered first. Of course it should. At least I got to choose which plan.
Indeed. I would hear your reasoning for this decision.
House Korath is one of the great houses. They could see our aid as an insult.
That may be true, but what of Kuvat? Do we abandon the people there to the Alachi?
No, we will help them have greater numbers to assist us.
Yes. A warrior who enters a battle unprepared is a warrior destined to fail. You are correct. With more forces at our side, we will be able to face the Alachi and aid the people of Kuvat.
Then we should decide upon a lesser house to assist. This is good. I'm actually feeling like I'm part of the story now and not just saying continue. Listening to dialogue.
I do not disagree. And I believe I know the perfect candidate for this operation. House Kang.
That's an interesting choice. House Kang. Kang is one of Kang, Kane and Koloth, the three that Jadzia was friends with, I think. Oh, wasn't Kang the old drunk Klingon that died against the Jem'Hadar heroically? Or am I mistaking my Klingons? No, that was Kor. But Kang was one of the three hero Klingons, wasn't he?
After the death of the Master Kang, the house lost a great deal of influence. It has been in a slow but steady state of decline ever since. They have been seeking a way to restore glory to their house for some time now. Their most recent attempt ended poorly. When Jimpok declared himself emperor, House Kang was preparing to stage a coup. Unfortunately, spies discovered their plan and informed Jimpok. Imperial security captured most of the leadership of House Kang, and they are on their way to Rura Pente as we speak.
Jim Pock threw me into a prison once. He wanted me to suffer and die without honor. I will not let that happen to the warriors of House Kang.
Sounds like you have an idea, General.
I do. I think we should raid that system and liberate the House Kang warriors being held there.
A bold plan, one they will not be expecting.
I will lead our ground forces on these raids. I knew Dahar Master Kang, and I know many of the current leaders of his house. They will be quicker to trust a familiar face.
Very well, let's do that.
The raids, I want the crews of the Corps and Rotaran to seek more allies and conduct reconnaissance. We must be prepared for future battles after this one. Now, let us show the great houses our strength. Kapla!
Kaplooey. I mean, Kapla. Well, I felt like I was part of the dialogue there, a little bit.
They're holding General Kanal of House Kang on one of these prison stations, along with many of his loyal warriors. The stations are rigged with sensor jammers, so we'll have to find Kanal and his forces the hard way.
General Martog.
I'll be leading the boarding parties to search for Kanal, starting with Station Alpha. We'll beam over from your ship once you've disabled the station's defenses. Ah, and then things will get interesting. I do not expect the prison guards to give up their prize easily.
Very well. All hands battle stations. I think we've got to disable Station Alpha first. So there must be space stations we've got to disable here. Got to fight our way to them, I think. Let's have a look at what we're facing. I wonder if dialogue will pop up to ruin people's cloaks if they had one. Take it away from them. No.
Station Alpha is disabled.
Well, that weren't too difficult. A little bit of a warm-up at the beginning, I think. Beam over the boarding parties.
Boarding party transport complete. We are engaging the enemy.
Incoming fleet on sensors. Prepare for combat.
What does that say? Defeat your something. I can't quite read it because it's pixelated. Oh, ice particles. So that is from parasitic ice cluster munition. That's the console.
We've completed our search of the station, but Kanal was nowhere to be found. We did find some of his troops, though. Several of them told me that Kanal was taken to Station Gamma for interrogation.
I think it was the console. I did click the console. Let's have a look. It's attach a colony of Pacific ice to a foe for 20 seconds. Disables engines and taunts foe while it survives. Does not taunt players. Nearly 400 cold damage every second. If duration expires, deals additional 5,000 cold damage. If foe is destroyed during duration, spreads to up to 3 nearby foes for 40 seconds total duration. Is that, I can't read that, something foes very near each other stick together. That looked pretty good actually. It's like iceberg and the Titanic goes down. Let's have a catch up of what you said. Corel was taken to Gamma Station for interrogation. So we have our next destination.
We have some new allies to join in the fight. Kanal's warriors are eager to help us, and I'm inclined to let them.
As am I.
Good.
To battle.
We're ready for the next jailbreak. Come and get us.
Yeah, bring it on.
waiting for us on Station Gamma. Let's not disappoint them.
A leader who thinks of those who serve, as well as the Empire. Warriors follow them proudly.
NPCs, keep up. Not able to target it from too far away. A bit closer. Oh, you have to destroy the enemy first before you target the station now. Console. Iceberg! Ah, that thing, the Klingon, hang on a minute, I'm not sure. I had a slow put on me there, I think. And I'm not sure where it came from. These aren't Discovery Klingons, are they? Because they could do something to your engines.
This is Martok. Resistance is stronger than anticipated. We need reinforcements immediately.
This reminds me of the Delta Quadrant, where you build an alliance first before a big battle. When you were building an alliance in the Delta Quadrant to fight the Vardwar. It's like that, but on a smaller scale with the Klingon houses. Understood, General. We'll beam more troops.
I'm picking up incoming warp signatures. Enemy forces are inbound to our position.
General, we have company. We'll beam down forces. We'll beam forces over when we can. I'm having trouble reading it because the text is small and my eyes are blurry.
Here they come. Looks like a Nausicaan mercenary fleet.
Play dumb jot Nausicans? I'll show you Jom Jot. I don't know if it's given me an easy start into the episode, but if it's all like this, maybe I should have stepped it up to elite.
But Kanal is not here. In fact, no one from House Kang is here. Mostly dregs bound for a dishonorable death on that ice ball down there.
Did you find any clues to Canel's location?
Possibly. I found an old friend of ours locked up over here. That annoying Ferengi who sold us out to Jim Park back on Nimbus 3. He says he has information, but he'll only speak to you about it.
Madran's back. This ought to be interesting. You don't like Voyager, Christoph? Christoph. I'll call you Chris. A lot of people say there's something wrong with Voyager, but I kind of enjoyed it. Matter of taste and all that. So when 7 of 9 entered the show, I was completely distracted. For understandable, well, for her assets. Oh yes, Musin, welcome, and I did notice. Where's my email? You sent me a trait. Redundant antimatter containment. I don't think I put that on this ship yet. Because I did open a few boxes myself. And you shared some of the weapons as well, and the Saurian officer that can't control his transport badge. Thank you very much, Musin. That should come in handy at some point. I bet you opened a lot of boxes and had a lot to share to your friends. I opened about 100 myself, but I wasn't lucky enough to get the ship. Anyway, I lost track of what we were doing. I found an old friend. Oh yes, Madran on screen.
We meet again, Nemesis. After an unfortunate misunderstanding between myself and the Klingons, I find myself bound for the frozen depths of Rura Pente. They didn't even give me a trial. But my fortunes could be about to change. I know where your famous general is.
How much latinum do you want for this information, Madran? Ah, you got the ship, Musin. And another one. What, there's 3 of them now. Oh yes, there's the Voyagers and the Crossfield and Book ship. Ah, you love the Next Generation, do you? I think that's what got a lot of Trekkies on board, helped the Trekkie community.
Since we lack the time for a proper series of negotiations, I'll make it simple for you. Get me out of here, alive, and I will tell you where he is. Leave me here to my cruel, frozen fate, and you'll never find him.
Give me the information, Madran, and I'll make sure you get a fair trial.
But you... we have a deal. Even a prison cell on Kronos is better than that frozen nightmare below. I'd be standing before the blessed exchequer within a week. My ledgers are not ready for the final audit.
You're not going to the blessed exchequer. You're going to the vault of eternal destitution unless you tell me where Canal is.
One of the prisoners here put a shiv in his back to score points. He should be dead, but the word is Emperor Jempog made it clear he was not to die a warrior's death. Unfortunately, the surgeon here is an incompetent drunk. So they took Canal to Beta Station for medical treatment over there. Check the sickbay logs under snacks and libations if you don't believe me.
General Martok, let's check this out before we complete this deal.
It appears the little Capect is telling the truth. Pity. I was looking forward to dangling him by his ears from an airlock until he talked. Very well. I'll bring him along and throw him by the ears into your brig. Enough of this. We're ready to beam out when you are.
If you throw him with the ears into my brig, he'll probably like it and get pleasure from it, sort of Umax kind of way.
Quickly! Canal has survived one attack. He may not survive another.
So, Station Beta, where Canal is having medical treatment. A USS probe, or just a probe? A probe. You can say it's a name. A Nal. Mr. Now. Now, unlike the first station, you can't target this one until you destroy its guards. Let's find the... Ah! Put the console on the station. Well, the station went down pretty quick. I should have, if I knew the dreadnought was coming in, I would have used the console on that.
Station Beta is disabled. Boarding party, stand by for transfer.
Gotta learn not to let the game steal my loot. The game let you name. My favourite is the original series. I'm all about the original series, I think. And I prefer the newer serials during the first couple of years when they're still making an effort to get an audience. And they haven't received the big budget yet. Because I find after the first 2 years the shows tend to get a bit more soap opera and a bit more dealing with interpersonal relations and less about the mission. Well, I've been.
Dreadnought's arrival worked in our favor. The guards were distracted by your glorious battle, and Canal used the opportunity to stage a riot. By the time we got here, most of the fighting was over.
There will be other battles for you, General. Don't worry, there's enough blood to go around.
Indeed. Canal is still in one piece, and we're all ready to leave this place.
Stand by for transport. Let's beam up. Is it Canal? No, it's been back to boarding parties.
Lady Joula and Laurel, you honor us, Mother. House Kang will not forget your actions today.
Yeah, I like that for a look of a Klingon. Ah, Sponzo, you've been working hard, have you? You're needed in the fight to restore the Empire, General. The honor is ours. Come help us fight. We're building a coalition against John Puck, I think. Coalition of houses.
Well said. Jempok sending my troops and I to die in prison is cause enough for us to rally to your banner. But no Klingon would turn their backs on a campaign to save our glorious empire. Give the call to arms, and House Kang will answer.
Hoo-yah.
Come on, General. You will not have to wait long to heed such a call to glory.
Manual labour should be outlawed, yeah. What happened to all the labour-saving devices that are supposed to be making the world an easier place to live in? We're not evolving, we're devolving. Stay ready, we'll be in touch for the battle.
We are receiving an incoming transmission from a dead Pa.
What's the witch have to say this time?
House Cora is under attack once more. This time in the Forca system. A number of their ships have been disabled by Akar's virus and left to die in the void. He is sending a message. Stand against the Emperor and face a dishonorable death.
Are we going to Focus Free where I could pick up something new? And watch Data hate it?
This is a game we can win. If we move quickly, we can reach Forcas before those vessels break down and explode. We can give them the countermeasures they need to survive.
Oh yeah, he disliked the taste, but loved the fact that he disliked it. And he wanted more. What's the call here, witch?
I will not stand by and do nothing when we have the means to save those warriors. Adepa, we will meet you in the Forca system. Be prepared to render assistance to the Korath vessels.
Maximum warp! I know the feeling, Sponzo. When I'm at work, I see all the young people skiving off while I do all the hard crap.
It renders them defenseless and unable to move, while every critical system begins to break down and fail. Eventually, the systems regulating their antimatter containment fields will fail. I think you know what happens after that.
Can you stop the virus? Have you got a firewall?
Yes, I have started to modify the countermeasures we have used before when dealing with Akar's little tricks. They should be ready by the time we reach those vessels.
Excellent. Everything is proceeding as I have foreseen.
Remain vigilant as we approach those vessels. I have studied recent records of battle. Akar has used remotely controlled ships as bombs before.
Oh, does that mean suicide attacks, kamikaze style? Good point. This could be one of his traps. Everyone, stay sharp. Are we going to get kamikazed by cloaked ships? Slow and steady wins the race. Will the virus adapt to the adaption? Do I dare stop?
Enemy ships inbound on an attack vector.
This doesn't feel like advanced difficulty.
Countermeasures are ready. Use them to restore the Korath vessels.
Alright, repair the vessel, the battle cruiser first. And the heavy escort.
I do not know how, and I do not care. My ship is ready for battle once more.
Very Discovery, another strong, proud female. There are other ships to assist, however.
Yes, and Jumpock's loyalists may return as well. This time, their cowardly tricks will not work. I thought Admiral Defer to be an honorable warrior, but he is just as treacherous as his Emperor. Bah! If he shows his face again, I will make it uglier for him!
So how many females on our team now? We got Laurel, Jarula, Adepta, and now this one. And only Martug, me, and Canal as the males. I bet we're going to be told how wrong we are. It's a Karen episode, probably. It's good to fight at your side, but I fought with better.
is him! Admiral Dever!
I tried to drop speed there, but I think it was a misclick, or I missed the clicky. Console? Iceberg! Now this is a bit better for advanced.
Reading a containment field collapsed on one of the Korath vessels.
Could I have prevented that?
We were too late for most of them. Some escape pods were able to reach a safe distance before the end. One vessel remains. Do we have enough time to save them?
I did try to hit the stop button, but I hit the fast button instead, I think.
They're doing what they can against the virus. We have some time before their core systems reach a critical state.
Let's charge them for the virus, for the firewall. Acknowledged.
Do not abandon the warriors in escape pods. You have time. Rescue them, so they may fight on as warriors. Right now, you need to save the ones who need your help the most.
Yes, mistress.
Very well. Prepare to conduct rescue operations.
But they were dying in battle, and if we saved them, we'd rob them of their honourable death. Comms, notify sickbay. Some of the survivors may need medical attention. I thought Klingons didn't give in to injury and illness.
An enemy horde just dropped out of war.
Are we supposed to fight at the same time as doing this? Picking up escape pods. You don't have to fight at the same time as picking up escape pods. You can do the fight first.
That's the last of them. It's time to restore the last Korath vessel.
Oh, for God's sake, I hate that. I'm trying to pick up loot and it just clicked through a bunch of dialogue. It's almost as if they don't want you to pick up the loot. I wanted to experience that dialogue.
I am Katrak, son of Gatral. I lead the forces of House Korath in this system. Your assistance is appreciated, but the battle isn't over yet.
Really? Are you challenging me to a duel?
Admiral Dever will not give up so easily. When he said he would return, he meant it, and he will come with reinforcements. I will not allow him to take this system.
I wonder if those reinforcements will be John Pog and his entire armada.
Now that you have restored our ships, we will make our stand here.
Captain, while I appreciate your courage, you must realize your forces are in no shape to engage Dever. Such a battle is unwise. You should withdraw.
Dever is powerful, but he is not invincible. My ship may be damaged, but even a dreadnought can't survive the explosion from a warp core breach at point-blank range. I am prepared to deliver that fatal blow.
A suicide run?
It is his duty to defend this system by any means necessary. He wishes to lead his forces to victory as a warrior born. You could leave him to his fate. Without our ships, his fleet will probably lose the battle. With our aid, however, victory could be found, along with a new ally.
Do we have to let him do a suicide run?
I understand. Your counsel is appreciated, Laurel, even if the lesson you teach is a bitter one. Captain Gatrak, we will remain in the system and fight by your side, to the end.
We'll give you the chance you need for your suicide run.
Very well. Honor to you and your house, matriarch. Today we will rid the stars of Dever and his lackeys. Compla!
He must be getting old and realizes this is his last chance to die with honor in battle. Red alert! Battle stations! Where's the enemy?
Attention enemy forces! Out of respect for your courage, I offer you the chance to quit this system and surrender it to the authority of Emperor Jempok. Remain, and I shall give you the honor of a warrior's death.
Your offer is denied. Screw you. Ah, the fight's gotten better now.
They're on a collision course.
There he goes.
Evasive action! There's no time! Right for him!
They're singing. Where's the exploding vessel? Trying to keep up with the loot. Any more? Is that all you got?
Gatrak and his crew died with honor. Soon they will be with Talis and Skovakor, singing songs of glorious victory. You have our thanks. Without your strength, we would have been defeated.
I still can't pronounce his name. Chitrek. Chitweg? And he would have died in vain if it weren't for us.
But now, the Vernus fleet were critical to Jempok's plan for this sector. Without them, House Korath will be able to maintain control here.
Jumpok's the real enemy and it's not over yet.
Agreed. With the loss of Gatrak, I am now in command of our forces here. Know that you can rely on us when the time comes. Until then, we will await your call to glorious battle. Kapla!
Yes, mistress, and I've got a lumberjack shirt for you to wear.
Martok sends word from the Kuvat system. It is not good news.
What's happening there? Next battle?
Ricks are opening, and the Alachi are sending fleets to attack from them. I failed the people of Kuvat once. I will not fail them again.
Ah, this is where the Alachi come into it. What's the plan?
Inform our allies and ask them to assemble at Kuvat. We will meet at Martok's coordinates. Together, we can defeat the Alachi and save the people of Kuvat.
Let's go Kuvat, a lot of fun. Beautiful system. I love it when they make an effort with the maps and make it all look nice.
There are still a few ships defending the system, but they are outnumbered by the enemy.
More Alachi could arrive at any time. We need to move quickly.
Martok is here, but where are our allies? Why did they not answer the call to arms?
Perhaps they've been ambushed?
Have patience. The warriors of House Kang had to return to their vessels. House Koreth's fleet was decimated by Akar's virus.
One moment, my chair's got a bit uncomfortable. They will need time to regroup and respond. Until then, we gotta hold the line.
Yes, but they will respond, for they are Klingon. They gave their word, and they will honor it. It falls to us to hold the line and keep the Alache at bay until they arrive. Kapla!
Kaplooey, red alert! Battle stations! Engage the enemy! Fire at will while I beam overload. So, these are the Alachi, the mycelial jump, I think. And more might turn up at any second. But then we're expecting reinforcements as well, so this battle is likely to turn into a hairy furball. So slow and steady wins the race. There's a rift.
I know your face. You are Jaula of House Mokai. Your craven weapon scarred Kuvat and killed many Klingons. Why are you here? Do you come to atone for your crimes?
Not at all.
In a way, yes. I have come to defend the birth world of my mother from these attacks. My allies and I pledge to stop the Alachi and seal these rifts forever.
I misread a bit of dialogue there.
And how am I to know that this is not more of your Mokai treachery? Honeyed words meant to deceive and ensnare before the killing blow?
Typical distrusting Klingon. Would rather fight than accept an apology.
You have my word of honor, warrior. Mine and the word of General Martok. I trust that will be sufficient.
I have heard that you walked among us once again, Laurel. It pleases me to see the rumors are true. If you and Martok are willing to fight at Jaula's side, I will do so as well.
Laurel walks among us again. Does that mean the Klingons have a cure for death? Immortality? They could just meditate their way into Grethor and grab all the souls there and clone them all. Build an army of evil Klingons. And say, there's the Federation, go overrun it.
Now, you say you come to help with these rifts. There is one nearby. Show us that your word has value here, Jaula. Close the rift now.
We'll do what we can. But I suspect an Alachi attack.
Two more
more rifts have opened nearby.
I don't see them. They're on the mini-map somewhere. There they are. Attack! Where's that big ship gone? That was a weird sound. It's like we just sealed a plug hole. You can't close the rift early.
A new rift opening, much larger than before.
We must investigate.
We need our reinforcements. Or are they already here? I wonder if there's a surprise with the larger rift. A sting in the tail of the episode. Is it boss time or something? I'm going to fly near it. I'm not going to attempt to close it in case they pop out. I might have to close it to get them to pop out. There's no close it, but here we are.
It's a lot larger and more powerful than any we have seen so far. Are we going to be able to close it?
It could have a surprise in there. We need to run some scans and see what we can do. You know, Starfleet officers, we can't go a day without doing a good scan. Won't feel good until we've scanned something. Ooh, that's some good scan. I'm right with the world again. I've had a good scan.
Out with it. Can we close it or not?
What do you think, Witch?
They do. I am reading two signals from the other side of the rift. One is using a heavily encrypted Alachi code. The other is using code unique to House Bukhara.
To what end?
I believe someone has acquired some of the Mokai tech from our earlier incursions into the mycelial realm and modified it. They are using it to create these rifts.
Are we going into the mycelial realm? Sure, Tech, can you send a remote shutdown command for it?
Tried several times. The command systems are not recognizing the orders.
What is our next
We will
move?
not be able to do much more from here. The solution to this problem lies within the mycelial network.
Guessed it. What do you propose? We're going into the mycelial realm?
You and I will lead a team into the mycelial network and attempt to contact our allies there. Perhaps the Jasep or the liberated Alachi can assist us. Failing that, we will need to find a solution to the problem ourselves within the network.
As long as Stamets doesn't turn up.
Bringing a resolution to this conflict with the Alachi will be difficult, Jabula. But I believe you will find a way to do so. Go now. We will wait for you here and defend Kuvat from any further attacks. Kapla!
I may not find the storyline that brought her back to life to be very Star Trek, but I'd rather have her than Stamets. See you on the other side, Jula. Oh damn, I forgot. I should have put that Saurian on my active ground officers.
Like before, when my forces attacked. I was a fool, blind with rage. I am not proud of this. Then, the task to restore order fell upon your shoulders. Now, that responsibility belongs to me.
Can I put the Saurian on while I'm on the ground in the middle of an episode? Let's see, species, Saurian, there he is, the new one from the lockbox. Now which one shall I replace? Well, we're not fighting the Borg, so swap them out. So he should beam in and aid me in combat. Accidentally beam in and aid me in contact. Let's just wonder if he's sneezing or not. On use of kit module, provide a chance that an unfortunate Saurian crew member transports to your position on the ground, assisting you and your allies for a while before transporting away. 5% chance a Saurian science officer transports down to provide support. Okay, we'll see if that happens at some point. I'll have to use kit abilities to get him to appear, I think.
I am reading several Alachi life signs nearby. They appear to be in an agitated state. I doubt they will be willing or able to help us. Get ready to fight.
Let's go kill those insane bastards, put them out of their misery.
Up an Alachi communication relay on the tricorder. Perhaps we can use it to send a message to our allies within the mycelial realm.
One way to find out. Hailing frequencies open. Which way are we headed? I wonder if it's the same map as before. As in the TFO.
Alachi! They were waiting to attack!
Using kit modules. Trying to see if the Saurian shows himself. There's a 5% chance he will. Not yet, I don't see him. But it's only a 5% chance, a 1 in 20 chance. No Saurian yet by the looks of things. What are they shooting at?
I do not read any Alachi life signs in the area. Look there. Those lights. Those are the filaments used for transport here, yes? They connect different parts of the mycelial realm.
Ah, you've been speaking to Stamets.
We should be able to use this to reach the next island and continue our search for the comms relay.
It's a sleigh ride.
The communication relay lies ahead. If my readings are accurate, we can use it to trigger a signal. Something that our allies among the liberated Alachi will notice.
So we're calling for help.
Our signal was received, but
So might the mad Alachis. I was just about to say, so might the mad Alachis notice it. I'm unnecessarily clicking kit modules to see if that Saurian appears. But it might cost me my life doing this. There he is. He's helping. Not doing much though. I think he did 2 or 3 shots. Oh damn it, I hate skipping dialogue and trying to pick up loot. They need to do something about that. And I don't mean stop the F key from picking up loot. That already takes 3 or 4 strikes of the F key to pick up loot as it is. How long does he stick around for? Seems like about 30 seconds maybe. Apparently that dialogue said we move on to the next place. Move deeper into the network. How? Oh, did I go the wrong way? Yeah. It's this way. My eyes!
do you see it? Another Ilachi comms relay.
Ah, it's the same map.
Perhaps we can use it to boost our signal and make contact with the liberated Ilachi.
Worth a shot, let's give it a try, but more nutcases might appear. More junky Alachi, I think.
Look out! More Ilachi are attacking!
You know, forget cloning Cthulhu. I could just use ball lightning and Frankenstein her back to life. Not Cthulhu, Lorel.
Look, that Alachi doesn't seem corrupted like the others.
Right, I've got to be careful picking up loot from now on because I'm sick of it skipping dialogue, and my inventory's full, so I've got to do a quick emptying of it. Right, so there's a Lalachi that's not corrupted.
Go on true, my friend.
Ah, Romulan.
I received your last transmission. I see that you travel with the criminal, Ja'ula. This is most unusual. Please, explain yourself.
We need to seal a massive rift, and we need your help to do it.
If you do not trust me, Alachi, trust in your friend's judgment. I am here to help. We believe there are others using modified versions of my tech to create a massive rift. Our attempts to shut it down have not been successful. Perhaps, by working together, we can close the rift and put an end to the spread of corruption here.
She speaks the truth, Alachi. We are not your enemy.
This would explain why our efforts to neutralize the corruption have failed. We did not have the information on your tech we needed. Ja'ula, if you give me your word of honor, I will assist your realm once more.
I give you my word of honor. As a Klingon warrior and the leader of my house, we will fight at your side and work together to make things right in this place.
The same goes for me. But at a price, maybe.
Very well. We must move quickly. The corrupted ones have sent a fleet of considerable strength through it to attack your realm, and are preparing more vessels to strike.
So what's our next move?
There is a device nearby that we can use to destabilize the rift. Come, I will show you the way.
Okie dokie. Did anyone ever tell you you remind me of E.T.? Be good. I'm afraid I'm going to have to take a 2-minute bio break. I'll be back in 2 minutes, very quickly. Okay, back.
A shaper lies ahead. It is a device that uses spore mist to alter the terrain and the environment.
Oh, so it's another magical thing.
We can reconfigure this device to release a wave of energized spore mist. The wave will cleanse the corruption from the mycelium as it flows throughout the realm.
So if it's mushroom mist, are you sure it's the realm that's being changed and not just us tripping out thinking it's being changed?
It will begin to destabilize, eventually reaching a point where it can be closed. Be advised, the corrupted ones are using the Shaper to maintain the rift. They will defend it to the death.
Ready weapons, move out. Let's go breathe in this mushrooms and watch the world change. I like this Mako rifle, its secondary shot is like beam overload for the ground. Right, Mr. Alachi, what do we do now?
Good. We can now use the Shaper to undo the madness of the corrupted ones.
We?
Yes, myself and Jaula. She will deal with her tech, while I deal with that of the corrupted ones. Working together, we can enable the reconfiguration process and destabilize the rift.
Yes, but look at them all together like that. They need to respect social distance.
Remain vigilant, for the corrupted ones will return, and in force. You must defend us while we reconfigure the Shaper.
Why not just kill them all first and then reconfigure? Work quickly. We need to end the siege of Quevet.
Quickly, use the other console to unlock the next set of modifications.
Did I use the console? I must have. I know I tried. It must have worked. I don't think the Saurian officer is that good. It needs to be more like a 20% chance he'll show up rather than a 5%.
Move to the next console and unlock it.
Ah, there he is. Cover me, dude. He's a big one.
Now, activate the final sequence at the console on the far side of the machine.
And I'm down. I was too busy trying to use kits to keep that Saurian around when I should have just been going balls out firepower. I wonder, can I be resurrected? Because if I can be, death don't count. Ah, Scotty got me. And McCoy.
Activate the final sequence at the console on the far side of the machine.
But I want to fight more before I do that. I want to take out the big guy. Do they keep coming? That's what I want to know. If you don't activate the console.
Now, activate the final sequence at the
Not yet, Jaula.
side of the machine.
Oh, I've got more bloodlust. I'll activate the console when my bloodlust is satisfied.
Now, activate the final sequence at the
Patience!
side of the machine. Now, activate the final sequence at the console on the far side of the machine. Now, activate the final sequence at the console on the
I'm not listening, Jaula. I'll activate it when I'm good and ready. I just want to see if they keep coming.
Now, activate the final sequence at the console on the far side of the machine.
They've quit dropping loot, I think. So it's not a loot grinder. Dance, Alaki, dance!
Now, activate the final sequence of the console on the far side of the machine.
Just looking for another bridge officer that's on the deck somewhere.
Now, activate the final sequence of the console on the far side of the machine.
There's the Saurian again. Where is my other bridge officer?
Now, activate the final sequence of the console on the far side of the machine.
Whoops, wrong button. Meant to do the one next to it. I can't find my bridge officer anywhere. He must have... He is a hologram. So he won't appear as a dead body. He'll probably appear as a mobile emitter somewhere.
Sequence of the console on the far side of the machine.
Just watching the distance to where he is. Ah, there's one. There he is. Get up, Spock. We need some Spock here.
The console on the far side of the machine.
I think we've proved the fact that they will just keep coming. There's no limit to how many spawn-ins there are. So I will activate the console now.
On the far side of the machine.
No more loot coming anyway. That's the console done. Should cleanse them now. I do have a Discord, but it's not on at the moment. I'm doing an episode and I don't need that distraction. It worked. The wave is cleansing the realm of corruption and the rift is being destabilized. I only put the Discord on at certain times. But you can join the text channel on it. It's called Meraki.
I will return with you to your realm. The liberated Alachi wish to bring an end to such incursions to our realm, and I believe I can help you with that task.
You'll be welcome to join us, as long as you be good.
Very well. Let us return to your ship now. The window for safe transport back to your realm is...
This is me making a blind playthrough of the first of the new episodes. Yeah, the 2 new episodes that dropped, I haven't played them yet until right now.
Kavan, I see your efforts were successful. Adetpa tells me we will be able to close the rift soon.
Adepta. Is that Klingon for adaption? Is she a Borg? Hang on, what did she say? I see your efforts were successful, Adepta. Tells me we will be able to close the rift soon. Yes, once the rift is destabilizes to a critical level.
Very well. Until that time comes, we must defend Kuvat and face the Alachi in battle.
Any signs of our allies yet, or are they still dragging their
We
heels?
have detected several Klingon vessels on long-range sensors. They are approaching at high warp, but we do not know if they are friends or foes.
Could be both. Understood. All hands, battle stations. We'll hold the line until we get close to the rift. Slow and steady wins the race. Hit the button! Have some ice! Iceberg! Too much loot. Am I going to have to warp out and leave all that behind at the end? With an accidental F click? Wow, there's a lot of them. Dark matter away. My shields seem to be meaning nothing in this battle. Hope I don't lose all this loot. Careful not to F-click my way through it. Hang on, you shut up for a bit. There's loot. Gonna have to empty the inventory again as well. I'll catch up with chat in a moment. It's a lot of text to read in the middle of a battle. Alright, empty inventory again. Don't want to miss out on a single bit of loot. Because when you play as much as I do, you'll be surprised how quickly it mounts up. It's so continually breaking that Klingons look like DS9 Klingons in Enterprise, then lose their ridges by the end of the show. Then in Discovery they look like Lord of the Rings orcs, then are human looking in TOS. It's kind of dumb to me, really, that they made these orcs Remans. It would have made so much sense. Yeah, the Klingons do change their look a lot, I suppose. Perhaps they're that kind of race. Inconsistent. Is that Grilly? Am I pronouncing your name right? Grizzly. I mostly sell most of my free loot at the vendor on TS9 and it amazes me how much you earn. Yep, that's true. I usually just throw it in the replicator and still earn quite a bit. I have to throw it in the replicator because I've got so much crap stored on this character, very little space to put it all. In fact, I've even missed a bit that I should have deleted. Ground non-combat pet. Blue dot 23. A dot 23? Was that you, Musin? Thank you again. Oh, is this the? That's the new one with the that floats around. Yeah, the one with the modified eyes and stuff. Yeah, he probably is a little cutie. It'd be great for target practice. I mean, sorry, no, it'd be great as a pet. Cheers, Musin. We'll see to that eventually. Is there any more in this episode? Answer hail from Adapter.
The rift has destabilized to a point where it can be closed from this side.
That is good news. E.T. go home.
I recommend haste. The corrupted ones have a large fleet moving to exit the rift as we speak.
And I made you wait.
Watch out! An Alachi fleet made it out before the rift closed.
I knew there'd be a sting in their tail. Have some ice. Iceberg for the Titanic. Have I got the big guy or did he separate? Now they turn up. So it looks like the ice does spread to other targets, as it's supposed to. I swear auto-targeting is trying to get me killed. Now, shut up, NPCs, until I pick up the bloody loot! For God's sakes. This game has a tendency of making you warp out and losing all your loot. It's so irritating. And fourth wall breaking. Oh yeah, shoot out the eyes! For great target practice. This is not the new TFO, this is one of the new missions. One of the new episodes.
Victory is ours. The Alachi have been driven from the system, and Kuvat is secure once more.
News of this will spread throughout the Empire like wildfire.
Yes, to friends and foes alike. After today, more allies will join forces with us, along with House Kang and House Korra.
Yes, Jumpok's days are numbered.
I have received word from my contacts among the Orions and the Gorn. They stand ready to join us when the time comes.
Oh, what little help that will be. Are they Nimbus Gorn? Because you're from Nimbus.
The Free Alachi will join the fight as well. We desire an end to this conflict, and to the usage of the mycelial weapon.
And to return to be a Romulan again?
Tarsem, I would speak with you later about a mycelial matter. For now, however, I believe we all have to prepare for the last campaign. Soon, the time will come to face Jimpak and his forces in battle.
Indeed, all roads lead to Cronus, the source of all our problem. And that's it! Finished! Kind of thought it was finished there. Morning, HES. And my pets can be abandoned. My squad. Bye, red shirts.